Hey doc, so this is just going over what the testing is that you're going to be doing for your end of plan. That's what we call it at the 36th visit. It's not really their end of plan. So that one thing you never want to tell that to the patient because then they think that they're done, they're finished. And you're like, well, you're going to get adjusted for the rest of your life. So never call it an end of plan to your patient.
That's huge. Write that one down. Never say that.
Don't say that. We tell that to each other when we're like, okay, so we have an end of plan coming up. So that way I know it's the end of the 3 months or an end of year, which is the end of the year plan. So we know that, but never ever say that to your patient. So anyways, just so you know, the third re-exam, what you do is you do the exact same testing that you did when they first came in on their very first visit. So like what we do is we have the lean screen, so we'll do another lean screen regardless of whether they did weight loss or just chiropractic or, if they're doing both. We still take a lean screen because if they're doing chiropractic only and they started off and they were 25% body fat and then they ate like crap and didn't exercise while they're getting adjusted for whatever reason and they gained 5%, when you go over their end of plan, when you're sitting down with them after the progress report, you can say, hey, listen, I know you didn't come in here for this, but you gained 5% body fat over the last 3 months. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? And they'll open up. Oh, I've been horrible. I've been gaining weight. Well, how do you feel about that? I don't want that to happen. Would you be interested in learning how to lose that weight? Because we have amazing weight loss programs. That's all it is.
Great.
And they're going to tell you yes or no. They say no, I'm cool, I'm good. I'll do it on my own. You have the literature, you have the research. It's okay because you're going to do another exam. Do it in 3. Just schedule it in 3 or 6 months. Yeah. If you know they're getting heavier, say, "Hey, I want to do an update just to see how we're doing." They're like, "I don't know what this is about." You do it and you say, "You went up 2 more percent. What's happening?" They're going to say, "You know what? What's your plan?" And at this point, because you didn't force them, they'll say, "I got to do it." So here it is. Pay up front, do monthly payments. We're going to get this 20, 30 pounds off like that, and you're going to feel new again. So these numbers can't keep going up. Okay, I'll do that.
Yep. The other stuff that you're going to do is like we do the body fat percentage. If they did weight loss, though, they do that in their weight loss consult, so you don't have to worry about it in your re-exam stuff. Yeah. Same thing with like their weight. Same thing with pH, that kind of stuff. But you are definitely going to do like a posture rate also with them. If they just came in for chiropractic, you do a posture rate because you want to see what their posture looks like because you're going to show them the difference. Like you came in at first, your head was forward and now your head's back where it's supposed to be. Wow, that's really cool. They'll see that on the x-ray too, but a lot of the times it's a lot easier for them to see pictures of themselves versus an x-ray.
A picture is huge. I had a patient that's been with me probably 10 years. We took his posture picture and his x-ray. We showed him his x-ray. He has a forward head, loss of curve. He does exercises. He does a head weight. He engages. Really great patient. And he saw the picture where his shoulders, were round and his head was forward. And he goes, "Oh my goodness, look at that." He said, I go to the mall and I walk. He's probably about 65. He goes to the mall and walks and he sees all these people with bad posture and humping and rolling. And I said, well, that's part of that. You're working on that. You're engaging. It won't get worse, but that could improve. And I gave him some advice on how to improve it. But what it tells him too is, I need to stay at this. Yeah. I need to continue getting adjusted. He comes in every week and he says, okay, I'll keep at this. No big deal.
Yep, and then you're definitely going to be taking x-rays also, right? You need the updated x-rays. So we do a lateral x-ray, lateral cervical. We do flexion extension x-rays. Sometimes we'll do an A to P lumbar x-ray, just depending on what they had going on. For the most part, though, it's just a lateral cervical flexion extension. Then we can see what's going on.
Yeah, because the motion will show change, radical change in that 3-month time. There'll be a static. The lateral static curve may not change so much depending on their age, condition, what phase they're in, how hard they worked at it. But the motion will always show change, so they don't feel like if you just showed a lateral or a static and nothing changed, which many times nothing changes in 3 months. Even if you're working CBP and doing pedal and stuff, it may not change much. And they get discouraged. So the motion says, hey, even though the curve only changed 3 or 4 degrees, your atlas came up 2 degrees. That's phenomenal, by the way. You have a motion x-ray that had 8 subluxations down to 2. Yeah. That's movement. Movement is healing. That's why you're feeling so good. That's awesome. Yeah. Now they have something to hold on to. Yep. So any test you did in the beginning, you do again. And then the highlighted tests, the ones that are probably of most importance, that's where you hone in and go over that at the review.
Yeah, and it's really important too to have in your progress exams or your re-exams, you want to know, okay, did they do their home rehab? No, they didn't do it for the first month.
Yeah.
Why haven't you done that? And then the second month, they did it only one time a day. And then the third month, they didn't do it at all again. So when you look at their lateral and it didn't change, you say, hey,
Yeah.
you know, you didn't get much change on there, but you haven't been doing your at-home rehab. No, doc, I haven't. I should have. Blah, blah, blah. So then it's on them. It's not on you that their curve didn't change.
Right.
It's that they didn't do their stuff at home. But if their subluxations changed, that's from the adjustments. And
Yeah.
then it's like, hey, listen, I did my part, bro. You went from 8 to 2, but you didn't do your part at home. Come
Mhm.
on, you got to get on this. And they'll say, all right, doc, I'll do it moving forward. Just
Yeah.
like that.
You take that responsibility and you give it back to them.
Mhm.
It's not your responsibility to change ligament structure.
Right.
That's a static. That's a laying down over a dental rule, something that stretches it
Mhm.
over a long period of time. You're not going to do that with your adjustments. The body will change, the body will heal, but they have to engage. If they don't, and say, hey, you know, you're not going to change much there.
Right.
I'm glad you're feeling phenomenal. Many times they're okay with that.
Mhm.
I'm not okay with that,
Yeah.
but they're going to stay in the game.
Mhm.
If they quit because they're frustrated, how can you help them then?
Yeah.
Never, nothing.
Mhm.
And if they go to the guy down the street that says, "Oh, you don't need an X-ray. The curve in the neck, that's all a bunch of bunk. You can't change it anyhow. He was selling you on something." Now what are they going to do? They're going to rot and they're going to get sick and full of disease based on, you know, that they're hearing lies. So stand true with that and give the responsibility back to them, but help them along. You know, that's all you want to do. They want to know, are you changing? And that's why what tests you're taking is you're going to show them change. Are they getting well? Are they improving? And can they keep it this way?